This is the Video Game Votary. Show your support and hit subscribe right now. What's going on, Video Game Votary Vanguardians? It's your boy, the Video Game Votary, here with another video. So this week is going to be a product review video / pickup video. I was very excited to do this video. I couldn't wait to bring it to you. I actually thought it was going to be later on, maybe in the next couple weeks or so, but Amazon's been a little back up with the COVID-19 thing. So they are giving later dates so it doesn't make people feel like they wait too long, but they actually delivered it on time, and I'm super excited to bring you this video and to tell you about the great deal. So find out what I picked up, sit back, subscribe, cast a vibe, find out what that incredible deal was and what I picked up next. Alright guys, so here we got the Neo Geo Mini International Edition. This was commemorating SNK's 40th anniversary, and right beside it you got the Neo Geo Mini Pad, which is basically a controller for the Neo Geo Mini. Now I've recently picked these up from Amazon. They had the Neo Geo Mini on sale for $29.99. Shout out to my boy Steve Wright Jr. for posting the link and put me up on the amazing deal, so I decided to pick it up, and it came 2 days later. So let's get these boxes open and see what's inside. All right, so we're gonna start with the Neo Geo Mini Pad. I picked up the white one just to try to be different. Here's the box. The legacy lives on. It's got a diagram or just kind of a picture of how the pad looks. Nice boxing. All right, so let's get the box open. Damage it too bad. I may not keep this box. Sometimes I keep boxes just kind of decorate the man cave with, but maybe not this. This is a controller. You can see it's pretty nicely boxed. Got some instructions. It's pretty thick. Quite a bit of pages in there. And here's the gamepad. Take that out. So you got your A, B, C, D, select and start, and you got your analog stick, no clicking. So right beside it, I got an actual Neo Geo CD controller, which what the gamepad was made out of, and they are identical in size. The only difference is obviously the colors of the buttons are the same, but they're a different order. The Neo Geo CD, the original one, CADB. And the new Neo Geo Mini Pad is ABCD. And then most importantly, that clicking sound, which everybody knows and loves. But either way, definitely a awesome clone that they made. Modest the clicking. I would have loved to have felt that, but this one's a little better. All right, so let's get the Neo Geo Mini open. All right, and here we have the Neo Geo Mini International Edition. There's more than one edition of the Neo Geo Mini, this one being international. I believe this is the first one. I almost picked one of these up at MagFest this past year because this was one of the only minis I didn't have, and it was going for over $100. So when I seen it for $29.99, I couldn't pass up the deal, so I picked it up. So let's get this box open. Look at the back. 40 Neo Geo masterpieces. You got Metal Slug, Magician Lord, King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, Ninja Masters, Top Players Golf, Samurai Showdowns, just to name a few. So let's actually get the unit open without messing this box up. There we go. Kind of messed that up a little bit, whatever. Okay, so here's the unit itself. Nice plastic wrap. Another box. And we got some instructions. Box very nice. Nice thick instruction manual there. Quite a bit of pages in there. Almost 60 pages. Let's open this smaller box, which I believe be the power cable. We got some stickers for the unit itself. And we got the micro USB. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. USB-C power cable to power the unit. Let's get the unit open itself. As you can see there, Here's the unit. This is a standalone unit, and it also has place for, this appears to be second player on the right hand side. Left hand side of the unit, you got player 1 for the gamepads. You got a power button, says SNK on it. Right beside that, you got an HDMI out, so you can plug it into your TV. You got an audio out. Then you got the DC in for your power to actually power the unit. So just initially, the feel of it's pretty nice. Nice little screen, start, select, A, B, C, D buttons. Feels pretty good. So let's get the unit powered up and see how it plays. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm gonna bring it a little closer so y'all can see. Metal slug, metal slug. Controls nice. Actually, I'm gonna save all that for when I put it on the big screen, but I just wanna allow y'all to see how it looks basically as a standalone unit and not actually output it to the TV. Sounds very nice. I wonder if it's a volume button on this thing. It doesn't weigh very much. I think it might be volume within like the menu settings, but the screen looks great. I don't know if y'all can really get the idea how good that screen looks, but that looks really, really good, especially for a little standalone unit. I think it was classy of SNK to come out with something like this. Nice volume too. Very nice controls, great gameplay. Let me actually move a little closer. I'll focus a little bit. Very, very nice controls. And this is definitely playable in this mode. You don't think for a second, just because it's small, that it's not playable. It most definitely is. It's impressive. Very good gameplay. Okay, so now I'm gonna try the gamepad in this mode as well. Okay, guys, so we're gonna check out King of Fighters 98, and I'm using the SNK Neo Geo mini gamepad. Just pick any three. I'm really impressed with this small screen. Even though it's small, it's very, very nice. They did a very good job with the detail in that. Very good sound, very good visual. This pad feels very, very nice. Very good controller. And you can play it in this mode with 2 players. Like I said, on the left side is for player 1's gamepad to plug in, and the right side is for player 2. Yeah, this screen is really, really impressive. Oh, she got me. Like I said, very, very good gameplay. All right, so we're going to plug this in, and we're going to use the HDMI out and check out gameplay there. All right, guys, so let me correct something real quick. The HDMI out on the back of the Neo Geo Mini is a mini HDMI out. So you're going to need a mini HDMI to a regular HDMI out in order to, you know, stream this out to your television or whatever. And I got this streamed out to the Elgato. So let's just go up to the settings so we can look at the menu here. So you can change the language. It's English, a couple other. I don't want to switch it because I won't be able to read it. So it says sword. I guess you could just change the sort of how the games are listed. You could change the aspect ratio and stuff like that of the screen. The image optimization. It's supposed to be smoothing, so we're gonna leave it off at first, and then we'll try it with it on. And then obviously default settings. All right, so let's just look at the games that they got on here included. Oh, of course, it's 40 on here. Metal Slug 3, Metal Slug X, Metal Slug 4, Metal Slug 5, King of Monsters 2, Sengoku 3. I probably said that wrong. Forgive me. Magician Lord, Blues Journey, Shock Troopers, Second Squad, Robo Army, Crosswords, Mutation Nation, 3-count bout, King of Fighters 95, 97, 98, King of Fighters 2000 and 2002, Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury Special, Real Bout Fatal Fury, Garou, Mark of the Wolves. I'm probably saying that wrong. Samurai Showdown 2, Samurai Showdown 4, Samurai Showdown 5, The Last Blade 2, World Heroes Perfect, Kazuna Encounter, Ninja Masters, Top Players Golf, Super Sidekicks, Football Frenzy, Blazing Star, Last Resort, Ghost Pilots, and Puzzle. Alright, so we did King of Fighters. We saw some Metal Slug. Let's do maybe something. Let's do Fatal Fury Special. Why not? Like I said, this gamepad feels very, very nice. Identical size as the Neo Geo CD controller. They did a really good job, minus the click. I'm sure for the purpose of nostalgia, we would love to have the clicks in the controller. But either way, notice I hit beginner. I'm not trying to get my tail kicked.
Hey, come on. Harry. Round 1. Fight.
Alright. Got some. SNK is very well known for their arcade style video games. That's basically what they were. The AES, if you aren't familiar, its controller was actually like an arcade fight stick to give you the at-home arcade feel, and they were actually arcade games itself, not just a port. So that's why SNK is very, very celebrated within the gaming community as far as arcade style, especially with their fighters and Metal Slug and stuff like that. Now remember, we don't have image optimization on here. I'm not sure how to go back to the menu. We had to check on that.
Round 2. Fight.
I think if you hit start, there you go. You hit start and select. You actually can save. Okay, so if you hit start and select, you go to this menu here. You can save. You can load. I think you can change the screen. Yep, you can change the screen. Actually, while we're here, let's turn image quality optimization on. That way we can actually see it with the game itself. And as you can see, it kind of smooths things out. It looks very, very good actually. Wow, that's impressive. I know some people have reviewed the unit and gave it bad reviews, but I have no complaints, honestly. I have no complaints, and I actually enjoy the idea of you being able to get a full-size controller with it. Although maybe I feel like it should have came with it, but in comparison to the rest of the minis console, the rest of them aren't really a standalone unit. Basically, it's not like how that's a miniature arcade machine with 40 built-in games with great sound and great image quality. Pretty awesome. And then with the smoothing of the image, that actually really looks nice. So let's check out some of the other games they got on here. Yeah, I think even, is it just me or did the title screen get better? Let's see here. try Football Frenzy. Again, Neo Geo SNK known for their over-the-top arcade style of games. I've never even played this before, but it seems like it would be fun. Just to kind of give you guys, everybody kind of familiar with Fatal Fury, Final Fight, stuff like that as well. I'll go back to them as well. I think I got the ball. Alright, apparently there's no turbo. I want to say I have this on my okay. What? That sucks. I think I have this on my Pandora's box. Try this again.
Ready? Break. It's an interception.
That's terrible. That was a horrible pass. Still pretty cool though, either way. So we saw that. I obviously suck at that game. Alright, let's go to... Is this a shooter? Ghost Pilots? I'm not sure. Not familiar with it, but we'll see. Yep, it is a shooter. Okay. It's always a good thing. I must admit I was never really into shooters growing up, but here recently I've been playing a lot more of them. Very smooth and fluid controls. I like the feel of the gamepad itself. Great gameplay. It looks great to me. I have no complaints. Now, compared to some of the, well, not compared, but the difference in which version of the Neo Geo Mini you get depends on which games you might get. Apparently, some of them come with some Neo Geo CD games as well, or just different games in general, but it's not that many. A lot of them are very, very similar. Maybe like the exception of a couple games will make the difference in which model of the Neo Geo Mini. Apparently there's plenty out there, but again, I'm not one. If you're big on Neo Geo or SNK, you will probably want to get the different ones, you know, just to make up for the games that you don't have. But for me, you know, having one is good enough for me. I do have Neo Geo CD and the AES as well, so I'm not looking to look for different variations of the Neo Geo Mini. But this is pretty cool, honestly. It's actually one of the better looking mini consoles around. I was really excited to do this video and capture this gameplay and finally crack the thing open. But everything feels great. It's a fun game. Never played this game before either. Like I said, very good controls. This gamepad feels really nice. I like the idea of, again, of you getting the actual Neo Geo feel. They followed the footsteps of some of the other manufacturers out there, like Nintendo and even Sony. Even though Sony was pretty much a disappointment to some people, but I don't feel like that. Let's do King of Monsters. I've heard stuff about this. I forgot who was playing it, but I never played it, so we can check it out. If you look at that screen right there, the ABCD, that's very Neo Geo and SNK is very accustomed to that same diagram at the beginning of their games. And this is, like, from what I know, is a insane fighting game with super huge monsters and kind of fighting it out. You're destroying stuff, over the top moves like you just seen there. It's almost like a one-on-one rampage style game, but like over the top. I think I'm dead. Yep. in the water. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely a arcade style game. This type of game you come accustomed to when dealing with SNK, and they did this better than anybody, I feel. All right, so that was King of Monsters. Let's see what else we got. Shock Troopers, Rebel Army. Let's do King of Fighters 2002. Since I want to say this was one of the later ones, if not the last one in the series. And if you weren't familiar, SNK actually made games for the AES up until 2002. I want to say this was the last one that they created, and that's pretty late in life cycle, being that this was released like in the mid 90s. The Neo Geo, that is. Very nice controls, great gameplay. I know a couple people feel like they could have upscaled it, and I mean they could have, but at the end of the day, you know, I feel like some of us may get spoiled to a point. You know, this doesn't look bad. It's not bad on the eyes, and at least it does have HDMI out, so that you're able to, you know, output this to a larger screen and capture footage and stuff like that. So I got no complaints, me personally. I'm actually really impressed with it, to be honest with you. And then with the even with the selection of games, I'm not super familiar with SNK's library that they have for the Neo Geo, but I know that some other companies failed when it came to putting certain games onto their mini console. So I think SNK did a pretty good job, excellent job actually. You got a dose of everything that kind of solidified SNK, especially in their heyday. You got Samurai Showdown, Final, Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, Metal Slug. Everything that solidified SNK is on this mini. And not to mention the fact that it's standalone actually makes it standalone, no pun intended, when it comes to mini consoles, because it's a unit by itself. It doesn't even need to be outputted to the TV. So that's pretty cool as well. I'm getting my tail kicked. Comeback. Alright. Maybe a couple more games real quick. Let's see. World Heroes Perfect. I want to say this is a fighter. SNK had a lot of fighters. Weird looking guy. That's like a weird looking, almost like Vega style character with claws. It's a nice game. It's my, I don't know, maybe I did play World of Heroes before, but cool game. I do like that. Let's see what else we got here. That wasn't bad. Takes some get used to. That was Top Players Golf. Alright, so let's do some which one? I don't know which one is But best, let's just go Metal Slug 5. Not really sure what's up with that load screen. I guess everything got to load too, right? Marco.
Mission 1, start.
Yeah, very good gameplay. It looks really good. Plays very well. I don't see any input lag. The frames appear to be there. I don't have it any information showing, but no input lag. Seems that the frame rate is where it should be, and I feel like even though I think this is right along the lines of the exact feel. It doesn't feel like any type of emulation at all. It has the actual feel of what the original game felt like. It's impressive. I gotta admit. Whoops. Right. So there you have it. So my overall impression of the Neo Geo Mini, I'm thoroughly impressed with it, honestly, especially at the price point that it was at. I have not paid full price. I'll take that back. The Sega Genesis Mini was the only one I paid full price for, and even that hasn't come down as much. I think it started at 80. I think they're still going for around 50 or 60 bucks. So either way, I'm impressed with it. So let me know down in the comment section below, were you able to take advantage of the $29.99 sale on Amazon, and if you actually own a Neo Geo Mini, and if so, which one, and what you think about the gameplay in the video. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Don't forget to be on the lookout for all new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday right here on the Video Game Votary. This is your boy, the Video Game Votary, signing off. Thank you for watching. Follow me on all social media platforms at Video Game Votary.